What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Professor Anime coming back at you with another video. In today's video, guys, I am here to bring you all my reaction to the newest Berserk PV that just came out. Now, in case anyone doesn't know, I'm a huge Berserk fan. I really am. I read only up to volumes 1 through 13. I currently own them, and they are phenomenal. Berserk is hands down one of my favorite mangas of all time. It really is. And it's just such an amazing series. I got inspired by the anime show and the films that came out. I know there's quite a bit of debate when it comes to the CGI that was implemented in the films, especially when it comes to what's going to be in the new Berserk anime, because there will be CGI in it, but it doesn't necessarily seem like it's going to be too much CGI oriented. It's probably going to be like traditional art and CGI mixed. Hopefully it's all good and well, but I just really hope they don't fuck this up. I really hope, because I mean, I know I haven't really caught up to Berserk, but from what I have seen, it's just such an amazing series, and if you guys haven't seen it yet, definitely go check it out. Alright, so anyway, let's get started with this reaction to the Berserk PV. Ooh, is that in German? Friedrich Wilhelm Nietzsche. Ooh, that's the philosopher. Dude, do they have the old soundtrack? Oh, there's Buck! Wow. Wow, dude. Dude, I am hyped for this. TV. 9mm Parandellum bullet. Wow. Okay. So that was the PV of Berserk. I mean, nothing really much to go on about, but, you know, we did get that little sneak peek at from a Crunchyroll article of the Berserk key visual, and I guess this is the key visual that basically the studio is going to use from now on when it comes to the adaptation of Berserk. And from what I saw in this PV, it looks a whole lot better from what we got in the last PV. It really does. I mean, even, you know, Puck didn't seem like he was CGI. It seems like they are, as I stated before, that they are keeping 2D oriented art, but also they will now and then throw in CGI and whatnot, and you know, it doesn't really look that bad. It really doesn't. Compared to most anime out there, it really doesn't look that bad. Man, I just really hope they do not mess up this adaptation of Berserk. This looks really good so far. I mean, sure, the CGI is going to throw some people off, but I mean, come on, it's Berserk. Berserk is one of the greatest manga of all time, and one of the greatest anime of all time. I'm just really excited and very, you know, questionable on like what exactly they are going to do with this adaptation. I mean, I know this is going to focus on the Black Swordsman arc, but you know, are we going to see some of the events that happened in Volume 1 of Berserk with the whole worm-like creature? Hopefully you guys know what I'm talking about if you have read Volume 1 of Berserk before we actually discovered Guts' past and whatnot. I wonder if they're going to implement that into the anime. Okay, so now I'm going to give like a little breakdown of what exactly that beginning text was in this PV by Nietzsche. Now, Nietzsche was a famous philosopher, a famous German philosopher. So that's pretty much all I saw that was very familiar to me when it came to that paragraph that was in the beginning of this PV. But let me actually give you the full translation on what it's saying. Okay, so the beginning paragraph of what we got in the beginning of this Berserk PV translates to: he who does battle with monsters needs to watch out lest he in the process become a monster himself. And if you stare too long into the abyss will stare right back at you. Dude, you know what this means? You know what this means? Oh shit. Like, we know. I mean, it's not hard to basically say that, you know, Guts is technically a monster himself because, I mean, he is a human, but he has the strength of a monster just to how many demons he has actually cut down. This gets me so hyped because what this is trying to imply is that we are possibly going to see Guts actually get the Berserker armor. And when Guts actually gets the Berserker armor, he looks like a monster. He looks like some sort of a wolf, in a way. But yeah, Guts, that right there. Friedrich Nietzsche's quote: "He who does battle with monsters needs to watch out, lest he in the process become a monster himself." And as we know, Berserk is branded. Guts is branded, Guts is branded with the sacrifice. So, there are multiple demons, ghosts, and, just everything else coming straight after him to kill him. So, man, this gets me so excited. Let me see if I can find anything else. Oh, and in case anybody doesn't know, the quote that I just went over is actually by one of Friedrich Nietzsche's books. It's called Beyond Good and Evil, which is the prelude to a philosophy of the future. That seems like a pretty cool book. I might actually go check that out because I am all for philosophy. But basically what this goes over is Nietzsche accuses past philosophers of lacking critical sense and blindly accepting dogmatic premises in their consideration of morality. Specifically, he accuses them of founding grand metaphysical systems upon the faith that the good man is the opposite of the evil man, rather than just a different expression of the same basic impulses that find more direct expression in the evil man. The work moves into the realm beyond good and evil in the sense of leaving behind the traditional morality which Nietzsche subjects to a destructive critique in favor of what he regards as a affirmative approach that fearlessly confronts the perspectual nature of knowledge and the perilous condition of the modern individual. Now, as we know, Berserk is pretty much a story about good and evil, especially with the correlation between Guts and Griffith, and more so, I would say, Berserk really shows the destructive nature of humankind and what people are actually willing to go through in order to harness their dreams. Pretty much the rest of the PV is just pretty much just showing off the animation. There's CGI in this trailer, and that was to be expected. We knew that it was going to have 3D CGI within this adaptation, but we do see 2D art being used in this trailer as well. And even though there is going to be 3D CGI in this, I'm pretty sure people are going to watch this regardless, especially if you are a Berserk fan. And the CGI, in my personal opinion, it doesn't look too half bad. It doesn't really look that bad compared to most other anime, and it does look watchable. And, as I stated before, it's Berserk, I'm going to watch it. We get to see Puck actually make an appearance in this PV as well, so we are actually going to see Puck in the overall storyline to the Black Swordsman arc. So maybe, we will actually see Guts' first confrontation with Puck, which will be pretty interesting. Now, Puck isn't really the most interesting character. If anything, he only serves the purpose of actually being comedy relief to the series, but when it comes to, Berserk in general, just on how dark a series is, Puck, is going to be a really good character to put in this adaptation, because Puck does bring comedy to the series. And we also see that there are 3 new characters in this PV. One seems to be a girl knight, and the others are pretty much 2 men. Now, as I stated before, I'm not really fully caught up to Berserk. I've only read up to volume 13. Hopefully I can get the other volumes as soon as possible, because every new, news article that comes out with Berserk, or new PV that comes out with Berserk, I'm just I need my fix. Berserk is my fix. I need to get more of it. But, when it comes to these 3 characters, I really don't know who they are. I don't know what their overall role is in the Black Swordsman arc, but it looks like they are going to be of somewhat importance. And we also see another character in this OVA as well, another new character. It's, I guess, a little kid, and he has red hair, and he has a bag over his back, and he's running away. Not exactly sure, again, who this is. I'm probably only going to have to find out when eventually this anime adaptation comes out, and or maybe when I get more Berserk volumes. But it does seem like, you know, he could be a poor beggar, maybe. I don't know. It looks like he's kind of like one of those characters that is, you know, poor and he's off alone, wandering the streets. You know, he's a vagabond, you know, pretty much. So I don't know what to say of this character. Now, finally, at the end of the Berserk PV, we see 9mm Parabellum Bullet appear on the screen. Now, this is actually the new band that is going to be playing Berserk's new opening, which is pretty exciting. Now, speaking of the music, let me actually read you guys something a little exciting about the music of this new adaptation. So, Shiro Sagisu, hopefully I pronounced that right, will return from the Berserk The Golden Age arc films to compose the music for the series, while Susumu Hirasawa, composer for the 1997 series and the Golden Age arc films, will return to produce an insert song for the series titled Hi Yo, otherwise known as Oh Ashes. The opening theme song will be performed by 9mm Parabellum Bullet. So this is super exciting. Hirasawa, the composer to the original 1997 series of Berserk, like, dude, don't even get me started. Like, he is fucking awesome, dude. Especially listening to Forces. Oh my god. Like, I really hope they add in, like, the original music to Berserk from the 1997 series. I don't know if he's going to be doing new stuff. It just says that he will be composing the music, and he will make a return and, you know, make a new insert song. But I wonder if, you know, they will actually show off, you know, the old music in Berserk, because you can't go wrong with the music. So yeah, guys, that about does it for this video. I just gave you my reaction, breakdown, and analysis to the new Berserk PV. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I am super stoked to actually, you know, see this adaptation and see how it plays out, and I'm super excited to actually, you know, probably end up buying more Berserk volumes, because, you know, that's probably what I'm going to do after this video. We'll see. So yeah, let me know what you thought about this video, the breakdown and analysis. What did you think about my reaction? And of course, what did you think of this new PV of Berserk? Let me know in the comments. And of course, if you like this video, don't forget to drop a like. I greatly appreciate it. And if you want to stick up to date to my future content on this channel, then please hit that red subscribe button below, and you will never miss a video from me. That about does it for this video, guys, and I will catch you in the next one. Have a great day. Sayonara.